Harlan Hoops is back on a Friday, December 2nd. NBA Even is today's topic, but first, let's jump into some college hoops headlines! Because I got a good one for you, or a tradition ending. But due to the Big Ten new contract with Fox, NBC, and CBS, leaving ESPN out of the picture, the ACC and Big Ten challenge will no longer happen. In this is the last year, and they're starting a ACC and SEC challenge starting next year. Also, Houston is number one for the first time since 1983 in the top 25 poll. I got more of that on American Game Day tomorrow. But first, let's jump into some rankings because it got crazy last time we did a show. Number 21 is UCLA. 22 is Maryland. Iowa State is 23. San Diego State is 24. And Ohio State is 25. Boy, that was a big change. San Diego State made a big drop. Ohio State is ranked now, and it's nice to see UCLA trying to become a basketball school. I say trying to, and they're failing. But not looking good for UCLA at the moment. But Iowa State, the Big Ten's getting very competitive. We'll talk about that more later on. Illinois is 16. Duke is 17. Yeah, Duke, North Carolina, and Kentucky 17, 18, 19. The biggest drop in their rankings. Yeah, that is not a typo. North Carolina dropped 17. I'll talk about them later in the show. Michigan State is 20. Yeah, another basketball school. Illinois, well, they're not really much of a basketball. I'm really thinking of Indiana. They're still basketball school. They're still up there, but crazy how most of those basketball schools had mainly a better football season or a better half of it. Number 11 is Alabama. 12 is Arkansas. Well, actually, Alabama and Arkansas are tied for 11th, but I really don't like ties, so sorry, Arkansas, but since you dropped, I'm putting you behind Alabama. Tennessee is 13, with the trying to get right back in the top 10 as they had a good start to the season, fell apart. Now they're climbing back up there. Gonzaga had a chance for number 1 with North Carolina falling apart. They ended up losing themselves. Auburn fell apart now. So 14 and 15, obviously you can see them for there. All right, top 10 now. Baylor is 6. Creighton is 7. UConn, yeah, UConn's back up there now after probably being out of the rankings or out of the top 15 for the last couple of years. They're now at number 8. Kansas, they're still in the top 10. They did have a couple of losses. They dropped 6 spots to 9. Indiana, there they are. They're number 10 now, and they're in the top 10, moving up 1 spot. So I gotta say, college basketball should have been my main topic today because they look more even than the NBA right now. All right, number 1 in Houston. Like I said earlier, I'll talk more about Houston tomorrow on American Game Day. Number 2 is Texas. Big Ten getting very competitive. Number 3 is Virginia. Number 4 is Arizona. And yeah, Arizona, Purdue, probably the biggest jump in the AP rankings this week. 4 and 5 are probably the most shocking. And I gotta say, when I saw that, I was like, what? They made that big of a jump? Wow. I gotta pull up their schedule to see who they beat. But I'll do that here in a little bit. But first, main part of the show, NBA even teams. Yeah, they're very even to right at the moment in this season. Take a look at the Western standings. Take a look at it real quick. The Suns are number 1. Nuggets are 2. Number 3, Pelican. Number 4, Grizzlies. And number 5 is the Clippers. And 2 weeks ago when I did this show, this looked completely different. You can see that, even the Suns, they're 15 and 6. Not a really good record. The West Conference is so wide open. This is the West. So talk about the East coming up, but I'll tell you this. When I do these rankings next week, I'm sure we'll have probably 3, maybe 4 different teams in this list. You can quote me on that. And, yeah, I haven't done a quote me on that in Slate Report podcast in a while. I need to bring that back again because there are some good ones and some mistakes I've done. But anyway, I'm more of a trust myself. Anyway, let's go to the East Conference. Celtics are 1, and again, look at that. Yeah, 18-4, only 4 losses. Not bad. We're at the point of the season where, yeah, teams aren't going to go undefeated. I get that. But the thing about this is, look at the 5th best East team. 12-10, 76ers. Then you got a 12-9 Pacers, a 14-8 Cavaliers. The East is so wide open. I just don't know what to do. The NBA is a mess right now. It's very competitive. All right. Well, back to college basketball. North Carolina's got their own problems. They've now got 3 straight losses down. Iowa State, Alabama, and Indiana last night. Yep, they are likely, and they lose one more game, they're out the top 25. They went from 1-0, 1 to out. Got upset alerts for this week. Mark Hughes beat Baylor 96-70. It's a big upset. Baylor's likely going to jump out of the top 10. We'll see how they do Saturday, or Friday, or no, they don't have. I don't think they have a game tonight. We'll see if they have one Saturday or Sunday. I don't think so. But anyway, North Carolina getting beat by Indiana. Indiana is looking great right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's one of the upsets I talked about. North Carolina getting blown out again. Number 2, Texas getting beat Creighton. Yeah, big win for them. And Arizona getting lost to. What I'm seeing is a lot of home teams pulling up a big win. So yeah, a lot of upset this week. All right, got some big games tonight. Number 6 Baylor, number 14 Gonzaga. Really big games on Peacock. I'm interested to see this game tonight. This could be even with Baylor coming off the loss, and Gonzaga kind of really falling apart now. These were top 10 teams at the start of the season, really not top 10 anymore. So this will be interesting to see how it goes. Big Ten Network, 8 o'clock on Illinois, Maryland. Huge game. And my question right now is, I know I'm not following college basketball really that closely at the moment, but I feel like Maryland, since the home team, have been on a roll so far this week. Maryland could potentially pull up the upset here. Look out. And also our last college basketball game this weekend, our last big one, St. John's. Yeah, Sunday, 2 o'clock, ESPN2. They want to go on the road. Take down a really good Iowa State team, the Big 12. They're number 23 right now. Can we have another upset as Iowa State's trying to climb up after they are having kind of a roller coaster after seeing the schedule? They're kind of having a roller coaster of a start to their season. But anyway, let's check out what's going out around the network because we got some big things coming up. Slate Report podcast every Monday, 6 o'clock. I actually got a good one. The college football playoff reaction show is going to be Monday at 1 o'clock, and it's going to have a Slate Report podcast and Down and Distance. It's going to be 3 shows at 1 o'clock. It's going to be a great show to watch. And also, if you haven't already, Howard Hoots, basketball show, this show. Yeah, check it out. NBA college basketball, hot seat. Coaches is there anyone I haven't talked about coaches being hired in college football lately? And, there have been some firing. I'm saving it for hot seat this Monday. And our flagship show at Marion, I got a good one coming out for you tomorrow. All right. Check out our website for the latest news, scores, stats if you haven't already. All right, that's all what's going around here in the network here on Busy Sports. Got some NBA action this weekend. Chicago Bulls, Golden State Warriors. Gonna be a good game tonight. ESPN. It's gonna be really back and forth. And another thing I noticed is, had you ever noticed the scoring like 50 points and still lose the game? That's the Warriors for you. Chicago's going to probably score about 130 points and still lose. Yeah. Anyway, also Sunday, 8 o'clock, Indiana Pacers on the road against the Portland Trailblazers. Their big game. Who can take over the West Conference? We'll find out Sunday, NBA TV. Who am I going to pick to win this game? This is actually a really tough decision, but I'm going to go with the Trailblazers to win this game. They are at home, and I have a feeling that they'll find their way or up in the Western Conference some way, somehow. All right, that's all that's going on around. I'm thinking about my appetite. All right, thanks for watching Harvard Hoops. I'll see you next Friday at 6 o'clock. Good show tomorrow on Marin Game Day. Thanks for watching.